You know, the thing that is so amazing about Veilguard is this is the game where we finally said out loud that Bioware's greatest strength is telling stories through characters. If you go all the way back to Baldur's Gate 1, Baldur's Gate 2, these are games that are telling stories through characters, but there wasn't an intentionality behind that. And in this game, we're finally putting that intentionality first and foremost, putting the characters first, building the game around those character moments, around those characters, which is really the best way that Bioware knows how to tell stories.
I remember when Dragon Age Origins came out, playing that game, day one purchase. I love RPGs, and I'd never played anything like it. To be honest, it kind of blew my mind. It really felt like a step forward for the genre, and I fell in love with the characters. I fell in love with the presentation, had all the strategy I was looking for. I was in awe of that game, and to sit here now, working on the next edition of Dragon Age.
This is really the best Dragon Age game that I've ever played. I obviously carry some bias because I'm coming into it partially from the outside, but yeah, this is the best one. This is the one where we get back to our roots of character-driven storytelling, have really fun combat, and aren't making compromises.
Every game has heart and soul that goes into it, but this is something different. This is something more.
Hey, ladies and gents, welcome back to Midgame Life Crisis. I am your host, Inconsistency, and with me is an actual werewolf. Hello.
Hey, what's up?
I'm good, man. I hope you're not hungry and that it's not a full moon, but other than that, we're all good.
I'm not hungry, I'm fucking pissed.
Oh, shit. What happened, bruh?
Bioware happened. And I fucking love that company. Man, those games they had... Like really, the most of their games rock most people's top 10.
True.
At least in our age group.
Oh yeah. The old fuck age group.
The decrepit old men age group.
Yes.
And women.
Yes.
There's a video on YouTube, which is a filmed interview of the same written interview that was published in GameInformer by the lead directors of Veilguard. And
you mean GameInformer read?
Yes. Basically, just this little tidbit has incompetence written all over it, you know? I don't know if the EA PR knew that GameInformer is about to die or not. GameStop basically killed GameInformer a couple of weeks ago.
Before this recording, yeah.
And this is like recently they gave them a series of exclusive interviews about the behind the scenes and the whole design philosophy of Dragon Age Veilguard.
Yeah.
And now, except for the GameInformer YouTube channel, which for now still exists, the site, any link to any story you had with GameInformer, any presence they had on the internet is gone.
Yep. Crazy.
You have entire articles, good articles, like in PC Gamer, that take apart these interviews and criticize many things that we are going to discuss in just a minute. And like most of the article is with dead links to GameInformer site, because you just can't find it anywhere unless you're, you know, if you're savvy with the Internet Archive or whatever and you know where to look, I'm guessing you can find it. But the regular schmo, nah.
Yeah. Exactly. You're not gonna... The regular internet browsing schmo will not find it anymore. You can basically see there's like a message saying that they're basically done. And hopefully they won't get their YouTube shut down as well. Yeah. Hopefully.
So a link to that video is gonna be at the bottom.
Yeah, so that video that you're talking about is basically the newest information, at least for this time of recording, right? We should mention there's Gamescom coming up this month of mid-August, right now at the time of this recording. There's a Gamescom event coming, so there's probably going to be some new stuff coming out. Even I don't know if there's going to be new stuff on Veilguard, but there's a good chance there will be. Up until then, this is the latest information about this game, at least in video form, in this GameInformer link video in YouTube.
This is basically the only way you can consume the entire article about the game philosophy and design.
The written article, you mean? that died in the website.
Yeah. This is basically the video version of the same article. They didn't say anything new. It's the same.
Well, you do see the talking heads and the people that are leading the game narrative and game design. We should probably mention this. The game director is a woman named Corinne Bush. This lady has exactly 0 experience leading story-driven role-playing games. And you know what she has even less than 0 experience? Leading Bioware extremely known, decades-old franchises such as Dragon Age. She has no experience in doing that. You know what she does has experience though? She has an amazing experience in almost 15 years of working in EA, which, by the way, you should probably mention that in her LinkedIn, it says that she works for EA, not for Bioware, not specifically at least.
Yep. Bioware is mentioned there, but like the place of work is Electronic Arts.
Yeah.
Which tells you everything you need to know.
So she did work for Electronic Arts for 15 years doing, you wanna know what?
Do tell.
Environmental design for a fucking mobile Sims game. Oh, yes.
This is the perfect segue to being a director of a CRPG.
Yeah, yes, bro.
Or something that used to be a CRPG.
You know what I see when I see an experienced environmental designer for a mobile game? You know what I think? I think this person should lead one of the most successful all-time CRPG franchises ever created, and take the name of Dragon Age and take the helm of that boat, sinking boat, by the way, at least for now, for sure, that is called Dragon Age the Veilguard.
They had so many layoffs and so many people in key positions left.
We talked about this in the previous video.
We talked about it in the previous video, and sometimes when she was probably the best choice of whatever remained in that dying husk.
Yeah, you guys should definitely check our previous video about this. There's a lot of comments there talking about the reason and what we mentioned. We show in detail. We talk and we show in detail in that video about all the reasons, all the production issues, the development hell. It's crazy. We'll add a link to that in the description below, along with the GameInformer video. Anyone who cares about this franchise and care about these games and wants this game to be successful, guess what? We might be cynical and old and angry and grumpy, but it's not out of the thin air. It happens because we can see the writing on the wall. We can see all the red flags around this production. We're not stupid. We can't be gaslit like this. We know what's up. We've been in this... We've been a part of this industry, or rather a consumer of this industry, for decades. We know when a failure is coming, bro.
And gaslighting is exactly what they're doing in that entire video and article, basically.
What do you mean?
What I mean is that they lie to our face about things that they say didn't happen in the past, and they did. I'll get to details in a sec.
Yeah.
And worse than that, why do they have to shit on previous titles?
Oh, yeah.
Why to make their current game look better? They're trying to sell us that the previous titles were bad. Or worse, at least.
Are you talking about the PC Gamer article, or...?
The PC Gamer article just disseminates what they said in that video. They say the same.
Yeah.
I had the same opinion before I read the PC Gamer article.
Yeah.
They're basically shitting on the previous Dragon Age games.
Yeah, and you know who's doing it? Mark Darrah, which is like the dude who was...
And Corinne Bush, they all shit on it.
Yeah, but Corinne Bush joined fucking Bioware. You know when she joined Bioware? She joined Bioware after the failure that was Anthem. That's when she joined that sinking ship. All right.
Yep.
Mark Darrah was there in the golden age, bro.
Yeah.
He was there since the early days of the greatest Bioware ever. The greatest. They made the most amazing RPGs ever.
Yeah.
Bro. So the fact that this guy, which by the way we also talked about this in the previous video, left the production about 2-3 years ago, I don't know when, came back after they probably, we don't know for sure, but it's very likely they offered him a very good a good offer, let's just say that.
Made him an offer he can't refuse.
I'm gonna make him an offer he can't refuse.
Came back as a consultant.
Exactly, basically threw money on his face.
Or a horse's head.
And he said yeah. And he came back, and now he's known as a previous producer, a former producer of the game. And this is a guy who made the critical decisions about the narrative and the direction of the previous trilogy.
He was an executive producer.
Yeah, he left the project, which is already a huge red flag. came back.
Yeah.
And now he's shitting about the previous games in order to make this game look better. Instead of talking about what makes this new game better, he needs to minimize the previous games.
Why?
Why?
I don't understand why. What is this, like a political campaign? You're shitting over your opponent to make the voters come to you? What is this shit?
I don't get it, bro.
They could have, seriously, they can get the same outcome by praising the previous titles.
Exactly.
Saying how they did some things right and that they are going to do the same things right, and it would give you the same feeling. Why do they have to shit on them? It's baffling to me. I don't think Mark Darrah has any real leverage now, you know? They say he's a consultant. He basically agreed to have his name with the game. That's what I think. They just told him, listen, we want to say that you're still working on the game. You can do whatever you want. Just let a show be in an interview or two and be associated with the game. Because his name, because he was previously the executive producer, his name will bring comfort to fans, to gullible fans like us. It will say, oh, they brought Mark Darrah back. He knows what he's doing.
And it's working. Check the fucking comments under that video, in the GameInformer video. People out there are saying, one of the most upvoted comments there are, oh, we trust in Mark Darrah. Mark Darrah is there. It's okay. We trust them. It's working on a lot of the hardcore fans, which my heart goes out to them. Really, because I also consider myself a hardcore fan of the original Dragon Age trilogy, and I think you are as well. And this is why we're so passionate about this, because we can see there's so many red flags and wrong signs about this. Why is there no new footage about this game that is supposedly going to come out in 2 months or a month and a half from now, in September or November, whenever they said? It's crazy to me, bro. And how exactly are you excusing? This is something that I want you to really answer me. How dare they excuse the fact that you have one member less in your party, and you can't control the other party members like you could in all previous 3 games. You can't control them. You can do combos, sure, but the game is too high actions per minute for to be able to control other characters. What?
We can't handle it.
We can't handle it. That's something they said.
Yep.
in the article and in the video. It's crazy. It's crazy to me, bro. It's so reductive. It's so like brain dead and regressive from what the previous games were.
Look, they gave a good excuse for this, basically.
Yeah, give me the excuse. I want to hear it.
They said that, and the funny thing is that they shat over the previous titles when they said this. They said that the focus is on the storytelling through characters. And they don't want you to get the feeling that the character companions that are with you are characters that were created to be your follower and to walk holding your hand in your adventure, but they want you to feel like you are joining them in their adventures because they are NPCs that live their own lives and make their own decisions without your say-so.
Yeah.
So you can't control them directly. You can tell them what to do, more or less, you know, like tell them activate this.
Yeah.
But besides that, they make their own decisions, they make their own combat tactics or whatever, and they are their own person that you need to get to know.
Yeah, and you know what I say to that excuse? Bull and shit, alright? That's some kindergarten bullshit right there. That's what it is, okay? That's such a weak and terrible excuse that doesn't make sense. You're telling me that previous games weren't character heavy and the story wasn't great? Of course it was. It did most of the heavy lifting.
This is the cherry on top.
What?
This is exactly the cherry on top.
Yes.
They started this argument by shitting on the previous games, saying this in previous games the magic of Bioware was the character driven story, but that was not intentional. They didn't mean it to be that way. It just came out that way.
Oh my god, bro.
Now it's intentional.
What?
Now we want it to be this way.
That's gaslighting right there. That's the definition of gaslighting right there. That whole fucking thing that you just said. That's bullshit.
Even in combat, they say you can still tell your characters what to do. And to make it interesting, we added this new mechanic where you can combo effects to make bigger, more epic effects. And I'm listening to this and I was like, wait, what?
But you could combo effects.
This was like the biggest point of Origins.
Boy, you could combo effects from the fucking game from 20 years ago. What are you talking about? From the original game. What are you talking about? What is this? What are you guys selling us? And why is it so stupid? Why? This is why I'm angry at Mark Darrah, because the guy is an absolute gigachad. The guy has an amazing career, had an amazing career. His CV is amazing. He's behind some of the best games ever created to the PC ever, period. And now he's like sitting there and probably getting paid to just shit on the previous games and gaslight us and tell us that this new game is going to be better, the combat is going to be better, the characters are going to be more intense, the story is going to be more focused because you can't control the other characters? What?
Fucking lead us from the nose.
It doesn't make sense.
Fucking lead us from the nose. They give you hints over the years and snippets that show you that the fan favorite, the most famous characters of the fans, Varric, Tetras, is going to be in the game, and everyone's happy, of course, because the fans love this character, and he's amazingly written. The writer of the character doesn't work in Bioware anymore, by the way.
Yeah, he got fired, I think. Or is it? I think it's a she, I'm not sure.
Yeah, but anyway, he is hands down the best character, and they brought the same voice actor, Brian Bloom, I believe is his name, and he's like motion picture actor. He's been in A-Team, the new A-Team, and all kinds of movies. But later you discover, but he's not going to be a companion like in any other of the other Dragon Ages before. No, he's an NPC. You're going to see him once in a while.
Taking the most popular character of the Dragon Age universe and reducing him to almost like a side character. By the way, we don't know this. We haven't played the game. Nobody played the game yet, but this is what they're saying. This is their words. This is information that you can go and see for yourself. Everything that Wolf just said.
I've never, ever hoped more to be wrong. Honestly.
Yes. Both of us. By the way.
Honestly.
Listen.
I wish this is a great game.
Same. I really want this game to be amazing. I want us to both be wrong, and you know what? We'll make an apology video. I swear to fuck.
Yeah.
If it's a good game, if this game hits 80%.
I don't care about the metrics.
Okay, forget the metrics.
I want to think it's a good game.
If I hear good people sources that I trust, that this is a good game, and it's getting decent reviews, I will buy it, I'll play it,
exactly,
and we'll actually do an actual review about this game, and we will fucking walk back everything we said about it, and we will eat the hat, as they say, swallow our prides, and shit on us for being so wrong.
Yeah,
100%, and I hope it happens.
Yeah.
Because I'd rather be wrong and this game be amazing than be right and this game be shit.
100%. Guys and girls, if there's any indications that make you believe that this will be a great game, let us know in the comments. I want to know why. And if you think this game is not going to be great and it's something that we haven't covered, let us know. I want to know. I want to be convinced.
Yes. Also check our previous video because we go into detail about the whole production and why there's so many issues about this. It's not just the stuff we told you in this video, it's just recent info that got revealed. We could be, by the time this video is out, could be more info and maybe even new footage from Gamescom. We don't know. But if there will be new footage, then we might make even a follow-up video to talk about any new information, and hopefully it will be good information. But I have my doubts, bro. I have my doubts. Yeah. So boys and girls, let us know. Like you said in the comments below, we want to know if you think this is going to be good, is it going to be bad, and why. Don't just give us reasons. We wanna, we're giving you reasons, and we did in the first video about all the production issues, we wanna know why you think it's going to be good or why it's going to be bad. And also, maybe press the subscribe button and the like button. You don't have to, but it'll help us a lot. And yeah, I think that's all. Midgame Life Crisis. I'm Inconsistency.
I'm Werewolf. See you guys and girls.
See ya.